We are live. Let us see. Hello, folks. How are you all? Let's see if Robert Sheehan and Mr. Dunkery Dad are going to join me for this live. How are you all? Welcome to the Earth Locker. Welcome to the where are we? Going live night. Can I join? So someone else has asked to join. Sorry, no, I don't think we can only get a few people. Rosie Mikes, where are you? It's usually the case what happens in these things. I hang around, chatting for a while, and then eventually Rob will join me. I think Rob accidentally started the live on his one, and then now we're getting on this one. Let's see. Rob, are you around? Rob is live on his main. Rob, come off your live. No, he's not anymore. Where are you, kid? Tom, I'm not the late one. It was supposed to be on the Earth Locker. I've been here waiting. Why go... Oh, there we are. Where are you, kid? Let's go live. Let's go live. Let's go live. Let's go live. Is complete.
I remember VHS tapes, lads. They were a lot less complicated.
They really were.
Yes, they really were. And cassette tapes.
I don't know how this Instagram platform took off, frankly.
It's a sham. It's a fly by night. It won't be around tomorrow, I tell you.
It's like mini discs. It won't last.
Yeah.
Oh, I like mini discs.
My mate proper invested into mini discs. He had like
I think a few people did.
25 mini discs in a box he carried around.
Well, they came around right before the first iPod. And all the first little MP3 players started coming out.
Yeah.
And then I think the person that invented the mini disc went, I think we might be fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were a few strokes too late. I remember my friend having an iPod and me being very confused and angered by it.
But it was that circle, wasn't it?
Yeah. And just the mystery of how you got music onto it and just generally operated it.
Yeah, it was quite confusing to start with.
Okay, first off, I gotta say, it's my fault. I started Rob's Insta Live first, not Rob. He actually knew what he was doing. I didn't know what I was doing.
This is hilarious. This is our producer,
fault.
ladies and gentlemen. This is the guy who's supposed to be on top of his shit.
People can change.
And this...
What? I'm supposed to be on top of stuff?
Yeah, you're a grown-up.
Look at the guy we got on board. He can't even start an Insta Live on the right feed. On the thing he created.
Yeah, good point. So, yeah, guys, we're going to actually finally launch this puppy.
We are.
We're half an hour, 25 minutes away from launch. Finally.
Yeah, pretty much. 8 o'clock, I set everything to go live. We'll press the button and away it'll go.
We've got the finger.
Oh, wow. This is exciting.
Ready to go. 24 episodes, Byron, all in all.
Yeah,
23?
Yeah, all in all. But today you'll get 6 audio on all your different audio platforms like Apple and Spotify, and go there. And you're going to get a slew, 5 or so videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Video versions of that. So we don't have a video of, but because it was our very first one, but that's going to go on the audio bits first.
And the website goes live as well, right? Earthlocker.com.
And the website goes live as well. It's kind of a thing in process. So we're going to add value to that. We got all kinds of great plans, like Rob talked about, putting talking about people's ideas.
We were gonna smash eggs on strangers' heads walking along the street and get a quick picture of them, and then make a scrapbook out of it.
That's it. I'd pay for that scrapbook.
Just lots of angry-looking people covered in eggs.
Yeah, guys. Close to that. What the hell?
I mean, it's going to be a free-range organic egg, so it's cool, man.
When John Prescott, the politician, got hit.
Oh, yeah, he got
point blank range.
Yeah. Hey, I was a little worried, guys.
He punched the guy.
I was really worried about doing our Insta Live and launching today because of the presidential debate.
Oh, yeah.
And now we don't have to worry about it.
I don't think it's going to happen. Because he's got
why?
coronavirus.
Because Trump came down with corona after his great showing in the first debate and
No
can't
way.
do the next one.
Wow. I mean, to be honest with you, Joe Biden looks like a corpse that's been heated back up about 0.5 degree to sort of make him sound. So there's some catgut wires that are sort of making
But,
his
you know,
arms and legs twitch.
Joe Biden's had 2 major brain surgeries.
Has he?
Yeah.
What, to improve his brain?
No, because I think he had a tumor or an aneurysm or something. He had something that went quite badly wrong, and he's had 2 brain surgeries. That's going to affect. To be honest,
that was good.
No, but like to be honest, he's looking pretty good
For
considering.
For literally a zombie.
so, how many brain transplants has he had?
I think the next one's coming up after this election.
Well, it kind of fits in nicely because one of the first videos to hit YouTube
Yes,
is,
the king, the champion of the world, Mr. Ron Perlman.
and if you guys don't know,
That was a great
well, you should know
episode.
who Ron Perlman is, but if you don't know, he's super political.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe he's not super political. He really hates Trump.
He also
More than
And he's quite open about it.
occasionally and produces movies. But he's sort of in the eye of the storm in terms of the anticipation of the upcoming election.
Yeah.
So we
So,
thought it pertinent for his to go out first.
So when you
so
guys-
timely.
absolutely. When you guys rush out to YouTube, you'll be able to watch our conversation with the amazing Ron Perlman, who I've loved for years and years and years. Can I also say, every time I type Ron Perlman into all the show notes stuff, it's auto-correcting me to Rob Perlman, and I didn't catch it half the time.
I love
And
it
luckily
when
people
like
our lovely arts person, Alice, and other people keep pointing out to me, oh, you misspelled it again. You misspelled it again. Like, oh!
but to be fair, yeah, Byron does have a habit of getting our guest names wrong.
Yeah, he does. Like, do you remember Dr. Marion Nessel?
Mario.
Mariam.
He couldn't say Marion.
Like,
He said Miriam about 18
so we're correcting him in the middle of it's Marion.
You know,
And then
I
we'll
don't
immediately
know.
call her Mariam.
Yeah, well,
Miriam. God bless you.
God bless you.
Yeah, Dr. Marion Nessel, she was an informative chat.
She was.
She
Yeah,
was.
she's a professor of food policy and nutrition. Absolutely amazing.
Strict as well. I think she told us off a couple of times.
She told us off a few times,
Yeah,
which I
man.
quite enjoyed, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Yeah,
It made me feel kind of...
Had she had a little
Same.
made me feel
leather-
11 again. I felt scolded.
Yeah, I felt scolded.
Straight back into school days, huh?
Yeah, I was like-
To us lads, in terms of diet, she said, a lot of plants and a little of everything else. That was
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
her
yeah. What was
diet
it?
advice in a nutshell.
Eat it. Oh, was it a little bit of everything, but mostly plants? Was it?
Yeah.
Was
That's
it?
her,
Something like
her
that.
8 words.
Which I think is quite a fairly.
Pearls of wisdom.
Yeah, that's a fairly fair
Which actually
way of
kind of
doing it.
matches up, which kind of correlates with the ancient Vedantas, the Hindu Vedantas that Deepak Chopra was telling us about on the
Yeah.
podcast.
What? We also are going to be interviewing Deepak Chopra, which
Yes,
is coming
we are.
out next week. Woo!
That's next week.
Fab chat we
That's
had.
a great episode because we get basically like me and Byron become the weird metaphorical third wheels.
No, yeah,
And-
no, it was,
and,
it was
uh,
terrible.
Rob and Deepak had an amazing conversation, which we were kind of like playing tennis with, going, "This is
Yeah,
a
it
great
reminded
chat."
me of going out with the football team, you know, with the party and stuff, and like the really cheap quarterback gets all the chicks, and the rest of us are just sort of sitting on the sidelines like, we're here.
I was just playing teacher's pet, to be honest with you. I just wanted him to hear me saying clever things that he might like me.
Yeah,
Why
which he
should I
did.
put you on
He
another
did. He
thing?
seemed to like you very much.
Yeah, we went on and we did an hour's conversation with our other guest, Gabriella Wright,
Mm.
and Punacha, their business partner, and they're putting something into action called the Love in Action campaign, neveralone.love, where they're using the technology of blockchain to essentially to kind of create a mental health platform that everybody can contribute to and access, and they don't need, government funding to do so.
Yeah.
So we did a conversation kind of about being alive, bringing balance back to humanity and the earth and all that stuff. And again, I was just sitting here in my living room trying not to defecate in my shorts because I I was having to basically hold.
I didn't know you were doing that right next to me in the podcast episode. But I'd known that, I'd have been slightly more tense that you were going to defecate right next to me.
It could happen at any
Tom,
moment.
we got kids. Why is that an issue for either of us, man?
Mate, I've just had that exact scenario this evening where I've been like, how does this happen?
I'd imagine there'd be a little bit more volume, I'd like to think.
On you or our kids?
Yeah, on my incontinence versus your children's incontinence.
Mate, you should see the size of some of these things that come out of the kids. You'd be like, how on earth does that come out of a child?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like some man-sized stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's like extra large tissue needed. You know?
Yeah, you're like, Jesus, what did you eat?
What do you have them on? Weetabix and like...
just like bovine, just growth hormones, lots of...
Yeah, I was going to say, they just pumped with like collagen and... Which is also another one of our guests where I get my collagen from is the Hunter and Gather, who have just actually... Hunter and Gather are a company that do all these super healthy versions of like mayonnaise and different oils, and they do collagen peptides and stuff. But they've just actually brought out a bunch of new like sugar-free like ketchups and barbecue sauces and wild fish collagen. Like it's really good.
Nice.
It's really, really good.
Much.
I mean, Hunter Gather is a UK, European-based company, so I don't think they're available in America. You know,
I think they're working on
if anyone out there knows a good company that we can hook up with in America to chat with and get to know better, because I know we have a fair audience in both continents.
That's true.
Yeah, it'd be great to use
both continents.
Incontinence. We have a lot of friends here with incontinence.
They come from free-range Icelandic lambs, don't they?
The supplement for the B12 supplements, yeah.
Yeah, B12 and the liver heart thing as well.
Yeah.
Which I could give to my little 2-year-old. I break them the capsules and I shove them in there.
Yeah, they're freeze dried, so they hold in all that goodness from the animal. Because they say that liver and heart and all the organ meats and stuff are some of the healthiest you can eat, but they're actually really hard to stomach for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like them, but you can take them in a pill form and they just freeze dried liver and heart, so you get all the goodness.
Which is super important. Nose to Tail does amazing things. We're going to have a podcast episode about that in the future. I must say it's really good, guys. We're naturally name dropping like crazy. We actually didn't talk about how we were going to do this intro, but it's in our own professional way. This is working out.
That's how good we are on the Earth Locker. It just happens so organically.
That's it. You can't be planning things. Planning's for chumps.
It is. That's the thing with the Earth Locker. You'll notice that we don't really plan anything. Like it kind of goes as it goes, and we kind of bundle our way through each episode. It's not like there's no real plan.
Yeah, the wheels fall off spectacularly.
You
go right back on the track.
Yeah, but that's the way. I think it feels nicer to watch it like that, because then the whole idea is that you kind of feel like you're in the room with us. If it was too overly edited and stuff, it would feel all planned. It would feel like it's just like you're watching a TV show, and it's not really supposed to feel like that.
You know, and I got to say to everybody out there right now, we made a very conscious decision. Originally, we were talking about doing the podcast and why we were doing it, because we all cared about these issues and stuff. But I thought we would take a more traditional, like, here we have guests, we prepare our questions, we do them, we do this, and then you said that was a great idea. Let's do them, right, Rob? That's what you said. Rob told me to fucking knock it off. Nobody likes that shit. And so we went very different route. This ain't news night. So everyone, this podcast is not a long format. It ain't no Joe Rogan thing. It's no 3 hours, but they are usually over an hour. So they're a little bit long-winded, I think. But when I edit them and look at them, they don't feel long-winded.
I was going to say, like, once you're watching it, like an hour kind of flies by. Like when I've listened to them, like, because I've been, these edits that we get sent through and we approve of them and we have a look at them and stuff, I've been listening to them when I'm in the gym. And my workouts are usually about an hour, and it flies by. Like I'm just listening, and it's like you take in a bunch of information. It's funny, you know, you're engaged. I'm like, it's just a conversation.
Yeah.
But guys, if you hate it, do let us know. Give us some honest criticism.
Because we'll do it.
Leave reviews, please, please, please. Leave lots of reviews on all the platforms, YouTube and Spotify and Apple. Because if you all leave reviews as soon as they all go live, then it will help other people grow, and then will help us do more of these, you know,
and more of these delicious podcasts.
And we want people. What do we want people to subscribe to the YouTube channel? Do we?
Yeah, for sure. Let's get everybody on the YouTube. I mean, everything I know about podcasting, I learned from YouTube. So,
so carry on learning from it. Yeah. And what's the channel that people need to go to, Byron?
The Earth Locker. Just search the Earth Locker on YouTube.
Pretty simple. There you go.
And then, we got the little algorithm, a few things there now, and every day other things will be coming out. And we are committed to putting out a new podcast every week for you on the YouTube and all the channels. So we have ourselves ready for that for the next few months.
For the next kind of 16, 17 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
You know what's hilarious about some of these comments that are coming through? The amount of people that are obviously not from English-speaking areas that are going, I'm sorry, I don't understand the word you're saying. No entiendo. We're just
none of it's very substantial. Here. Don't you worry for me.
Espera, entonces.
That's Byron's next job. He's got to put...
Sorry, my Spanish is not that good.
He's going to put subtitles on everything now. That's your next
We actually, we have someone who's volunteered to do subtitles. She's working away on it right now.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, it's a lot of, I didn't realize how much work it is. So as soon as we're done with the launch, I'm going to help her and see if we can actually get Spanish subtitles going on our podcast.
Yeah.
She said the exact same thing. Our podcast is incredibly, and this is what she does professionally, incredibly difficult because we're constantly talking over each other to do subtitles on.
Yeah, that's not. You'd be better getting us dubbed.
Oh, we should dub it.
Let's get our actors.
Just not make that much of an effort. Do you know what I mean? Just subtitle it, and if you miss out a few bits, whatever.
All right, Carmen, you hear us? Don't worry about it. It's good. Just give us a
rough
shot.
Gist of each sentence.
Hey, yeah. My brother just gave me a shout out from LA, so definitely someone's listening on the West Coast. Hey, Craig.
Yo.
Love you,
man. I like the sort of the ramshackle impromptu nature of the chat we had with Frankie Boyle as well.
Yeah, that was always a great one.
Because it was sort of in the direction of simulation theory, which for some reason Frankie was eager to talk about, and how intensely frightened he is of the Large Hadron Collider, the big 200-mile tunnel underground in France. Switzerland.
It'll be the... is that the same as the Hyperloop? Is that the same thing?
No, the Hyperloop is... it's open source technology, which means that there's no patent on it. So everybody's having a pop at designing the best Hyperloop. I don't know too much about it, but essentially it's a train in a vacuum tunnel, and it's pulled along and propelled forward by magnet power.
Which will be ridiculously quick.
Yeah, so in theory, there would be no top speed.
That's like Rita at Alton Towers, the roller coaster. And it shoots you off so ridiculously quick because it's magnets that go, and it just shoots you.
Really?
Yeah,
so
it's really quick.
Put into practice in Alton Towers.
Yeah, we could see what the Hyperloop is like in for about 20 meters.
I think we should rename it though. Just call it the Mellow Loop. Call it like the chill loop.
That way people get really surprised when they get on it.
Yeah, they're like, that was quick as I thought. You mean the name didn't give it away?
It sounds too anxious. The Hyperloop.
Yeah, it does. Like a hyperactive child or something.
What else is the first few episodes? Scott Donnell, who's he's the CEO of Happy, right?
Yeah, Happy,
really
which is
interesting chat.
Yeah, an emotional augmented device. Yeah, which is really bizarre, and that's what I mean. That he was definitely, I think, when we talk about who we should release him first, because our conversation with him went everywhere. He's an entrepreneur. He's a science guy. He's a bioactor. He's super lovely, intense, and he could just go anywhere with us. It was a really fun thing. That's a two-parter because we spent a good 2 hours with him.
Yeah, he's got this device called a Happy device, and it will remind you how to feel happy.
There you go.
It was mad. It was like an electronic. It's almost like an electronic, like drug in some way. But it's able.
It mirrors the frequency of emotion.
Yeah.
So it works on subsonic frequencies, very, very, very low. And which I must say, it just released, I think July-ish is when he just sent out the first prototypes. And we're still waiting for ours from him, Scott Donnell.
Scott Donnell.
We all want Happy, Scott
Where's our Happy device? We got to try this and review it, doggone it.
A friend of mine she rewired a plug, right, and attached some like copper wiring, like a wrist bracelet, to the wiring, and just plugs it in and just sits there, basically earthing herself. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
But apparently these earthing mats massively improve people's sleep, potentially, and have the ability to kind of mellow out like hyperactive children, be they ADD or autistic.
You know, given for you, Rob, actually, because you're right. You know, one of the reasons why so many creative people do things late at night as opposed to the middle of the day, it's like common, right? It's because of the EMF and activity is so much lower. There's less going on. So I've actually heard writers talk about getting earthy mats, sitting on them in their chair, and they're able to focus and write at any time of day easier.
Really?
You know, as opposed to
what is it exactly that it's doing, the earthing mat? Like, what's it? It's just a frequency that's going through it.
It's
it tunes in with your own.
Yeah, it's taking the electromagnetic fields and earthing them to the ground so they pass through your body safely. You're not just being bombarded.
It's similar to the Happy then, because doesn't Happy do that? If you want to relax, it joins a specific frequency, right?
It doesn't change your frequency. It gives you a frequency that's similar to what it's trying to map out. So you what's it called, simulate?
Yeah, I suppose your body
or train into it.
Yeah.
I suppose it's that Pavlovian thing. You wear a sleep mask. Eventually, the sleep mask itself starts to induce sleep.
Yeah, because it induces like melatonin, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's just familiar with the pastime of sleeping. And I suppose after a while, the happy emotion thingamajig must work the more you have it on.
Hey, you know what I've got as well? Red Light Rising, the company, we haven't interviewed them yet.
We haven't interviewed yet, but it's on the horizon.
Yeah, Red Light Rising is a company that do red light. But they...
I'm saying hi, love you. Rufus, hi. That's my little boy's best friend.
All right, Ruf.
Why are you up so late? Why are you not asleep?
Get to bed.
Because I was saying so Red Light Rising has started doing those the blue light blockers.
Yeah, blue light blockers.
But they come in very snazzy case. But like they've got these ones now. So I'm going to try these to see if they help with jet lag. I should start wearing them now, actually, in the evening. But I mean, they're hilarious. Like I'm going to look like Tony Stark in these. But like you put these on.
Yeah, baby.
And you look like a 70s porn star.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. You need a mustache, and then you be complete.
It starts to induce all the sleep endorphins and stuff, and you get the melatonin. But if you wear these on the plane when you're going to a different time zone, you can trick your body. You can trick your body into thinking you're actually a porn star.
It tricks your body into thinking you're actually a porn star.
And also that you're on the time zone that you're going to, because it'll make you go to sleep. So you say that you're on the plane, and it's like, oh, it's 10 p.m. where I'm going. Yeah. Okay, good. It's only 3 p.m. here, but I'll pop these on in the next like half an hour or so. I'll start to get sleepy because this will induce. And you start to get into it, and then you'll fall asleep. The only problem is you fall asleep with these bad boys on. I'm with my body weight on.
Have jet lag, Tom?
I get jet lag pretty badly.
All right, so this
is
going to be
two things. Two things like it will be. It'll be really good. The other thing I do is for night shoots when we're shooting. I'm terrible at sleeping in. Like if I finish at 5 in the morning, I'll wake up at like 8. If I go to bed, I just can't sleep during the day. So to put these on as it's getting light in the morning, finishing from a shoot, should make me sleepy enough to get the melatonin through into the brain.
Yeah. Hey, make sure if you're on your next plane flight, you actually do a few or do stories on your phone, so we can actually include that when we interview the guys at Red Light.
Yeah.
We're all wearing the glasses, I think.
Yeah.
Totally.
And mustaches.
We only mustaches.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. We'll get the Red Light boys to send us awesome, and we can wear them on the podcast. But they're. I have so much respect for the Red Light Rising boys. Like I've been chatting to them a lot, and they've got such a great ethos in that company. Like they fully believe in their products. And I tell you what, I've had this bit of a shoulder injury recently, and I've been using their Red Light to try and like bring down the inflammation. It's unbelievable. Like it's literally like magic. Like if it's hurting, I will stand in front of that red light for 20 minutes and the pain goes away.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Does it sort of, does it return the following day or anything, Tom? Does it take a while?
It will do if I'm training pretty hard at the minute for this flick that I'm training for. So it's taking quite a lot of punishment. So I think if I wasn't training so hard, it wouldn't come back as quickly. But it tends to come back over the next 2 or 3 days. But I do the red light every day to keep it at bay, and it really does work.
I just used the red light for this past week. My little boy gets like a little rash on his skin, which I guess is normal because they're growing. The skin has a microbiome and whatever. So he's getting little dry patches all over him. And 3 times this week, I just kind of held him with me, in his diaper, the red light. And even his mom yesterday commented, like, where does rash go? I'm like, I think it's the red light that I've been doing with him in the morning.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. It really does work. Like I smashed my foot at kickboxing, right? I smashed my foot on my trainer's elbow.
I heard about this, not through you, through... Who did I hear? Maybe the folks at...
Through Michael, wasn't it? Michael was supposed to be visiting me, and I was in the emergency room.
The stylist.
And honestly, like Laura couldn't believe it because my foot literally looked like there's a cricket ball on top of it, and I just blasted it with that red light all evening, and the next day it was flat, like my foot was completely, the swelling had gone. And I've never seen my own body recover that quickly before from anything like a wound.
There's a lot to it. We interviewed Johannes Kettelhult, right?
Yeah.
Who was...
I don't remember his last name.
Thank you. I'm quite impressed with myself. But he was installing these red light saunas, and business was booming during the lockdown, right? Because folks was realizing how beneficial they are for their immune systems.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is sit on your arse at home.
Yes. His is infrared saunas, which actually Tom and I shared an intimate moment in a sauna together.
Oh yeah, in Namaya, the amazing Namaya Mind Station.
Yeah. Namaya Mind Station. Fab place.
A really good place. Lovely people.
My god!
Again.
Did you go?
Yeah, quite recently.
Yeah, I went back again.
Cryo chamber.
Nice.
And then I did an hour's flotation tank.
Man, the flotation tank's insane, isn't it? It's like being in the womb. Yeah. Not that I know what that's actually like, but I imagine.
We were all in the womb. Come on.
I just don't remember it.
Grown in a lab.
But they have an insane red light bed there. Did you do that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh my god, cool. That was so good.
It made me all marshmallowy for about 4 hours afterwards. Couldn't trust my legs.
Amazing, guys. So, bottom line is it's 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
I'm going to sneak over here and just make sure everything's going live and the liveness and the live.
Guys, go and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Up
to the YouTube.
Here we go. Let's see if anything's
up.
Go
subscribe right now, whatever you're doing. What are you watching us on Instagram for?
Hey, website is live. Everything's live. The website is live. Everything.
Go subscribe on the website. Go subscribe on YouTube.
It's funny, see, look, this is the problem with our YouTube channel. It doesn't even come up first when you type Earthlocker. Like, everything else comes up. Come on, guys. You got to give it a lot of love.
You got to give it some love so we're first up on all these platforms.
Way down after all that. There it is.
I love that people might be just joining this live now and then seeing me looking like a 70s porn star. Staring into the screen.
That's just a thing. Hold on. Let's get to the actual site. Oh, not yet. All right, let me go see what's going on. Come on, YouTube. Don't fail me.
Don't fail me now. Everything is working on the website, folks.
Just a little hold here.
It's in the process of launching.
It's coming. They should have gotten the go ahead. The go ahead, right?
Who's pressing the button, Byron?
I'm pressing the button right now.
The launch button.
Pressing the launch buttons now.
It's like someone trying to start the rocket at NASA, but it's like it's not working.
It's actually a bit like that.
You can get to our lovely social media manager is telling us that you can get to the YouTube channel through the website. You go to the website and you can apparently it takes you straight there.
So go to earthlocker.com, theearthlocker.com.
I still want to saying they're followed on Spotify. Thank you very much.
Yes, it is working.
If it works, go to the website, then YouTube from there.
Check out YouTube. Is it on?
I'm looking around.
And also, we need to fix those captions on the episode.
Yeah. That's just a little hole. That's going to have to disappear today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It'll disappear right now, actually.
See?
And
we
you
are
click
ramshacked to the end, folks.
To the frickin' end.
So when are you off to start your quarantine in old Canada, Mr. Thomas?
That would be Wednesday, and I'm actually going to do some cool stuff in. So because I've got the quarantine thing, I thought, right, I'm going to do some little things to see how I can stay fit and do wellness stuff in quarantines. I've not actually had to do that yet, so I've contacted a couple of companies to get some stuff. So I found like an infrared sauna blanket by a company called My High, where you can actually get detoxification in a blanket.
Wow.
Which is really cool. I've managed to, there's a company called occlusion cuffs that do these occlusion therapy, where it means you can get more stimulus through your muscles by using less weight. So you can use like bands, but get just the same amount of stimulus through the muscles with way less weight. So I'm going to use some of that. So there's a few different things. Yeah, there's another thing called a Compex machine that I'm going to use for like rehab of my shoulders. So I'm going to sort of show people the kind of things we can do during quarantine to stay fit and healthy where possible.
Yeah. It's easy. It was easy to do fuck all in the quarantine.
It really was, yeah.
You felt like you were being an honourable citizen, a real stand-up
citizen.
Player. Just by sitting at home and scratching your arse.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think we talked about this in the podcast a few times, that like, you know, people had two options really of what to do. You either just kind of wallow and go, right, well, I'll just sit and do nothing, or you try and be productive and actually do something. And it's very hard. Like either way, you know, it's very difficult to be productive.
It is, you know. I mean, I have a musician friend who described it thus. He said he was going to make the most of the time. But as time went on and there was no light at the end of the tunnel in terms of gigs and things starting back up again, the kind of ambition of it all wanes a little bit, because you kind of don't know what you're working for, you know. I suppose it's that fog of uncertainty that's ahead of us at this time.
I mean, it is a bit weird because, I mean, we had started talking and chatting about the Earthlocker last year about this time, I would think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And then by the time we got around to it, it was sort of winterish and we started chugging away. And then spring, we're like, yeah, it's all going to happen. And then the lockdown happened, which is why it didn't get put out into the world quicker.
Yeah, sooner,
You know, it was all very uncertain. It was a very weird time. You'll kind of see that in the episodes.
There's quite a lot where I'm up in lockdown up in Leicester, where I live, and couldn't get down to the studio. So... yeah, there's a few episodes where there's a couple of us on Zoom, and then Rob and Byron are in studio there. So yeah, we shot a lot of it through that lockdown period, really. But it sort of works, doesn't it? Like the episodes all work. Certainly from a visual perspective, it doesn't make a difference to me when I'm watching it.
And they've been very jazzily edited.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, shout out to the team. Actually,
Absolutely.
I mean, number one, Alice Vandy, who's been
Alice
doing
Vandy,
she's been doing the art design, and Jake
working her magic behind the scenes.
Jake Ashton Nelson, who did our logo.
Yeah,
did a fantastic job.
And do let us know in the comments if you'd like to see the logo as a T-shirt. I would like it as a T-shirt, definitely.
I'd like it as a T-shirt.
Or maybe a baby bib, or just a bib.
I'll take a muscle stringer.
Baby.
I'll take a muscle stringer vest for workouts. I can wear it in the gym. Kind of similar to what you're wearing, Rob, actually.
Yes.
We should get you a pair of... we should definitely get you a hat.
Like the one you're wearing.
We need to tell you what, we'll get a hat for Rob, and then we'll put it by the bins by Tesco.
Let it mature for a while. Let some foxes take a dump on it.
Yeah. A few wheeze.
And then it'll be ready for me.
Season it.
Hey!
Oh, we're getting there, baby.
All right. It's confirmed. Sorry, it took a minute there. Everything did happen at 8 o'clock. It took a few minutes to register. 7 minutes. That's not bad, really.
That's more punctual than
That's good work, Byron. That's how fast Byron works.
I'm just a few minutes behind. So we got
most problems you can solve in 7 minutes.
How dare we not talk about the other thing that's on YouTube right now? which is our Naveen Jain chat.
That's pretty damn good. That was our first chat.
Well, in this flat, yeah.
Yeah.
And our sorry, not flat, sorry, podcast studio.
Naveen Jain, founder of Viome, founder of Moon Express. Which is literally, he's the first corporation to have rights to not only land on the moon, but harvest like a renewable
helium-3
resource.
or hydrogen-3.
I think it was helium-3.
Helium-3, okay. It can make balloons go extra high.
You know, he's a highly clever, highly ambitious dude who's looking to land on the moon and sees it as an energy resource for us in the future.
But he's got a book called Moonshot that Tom has read.
It's so good.
Well, it makes he's a weird one because he's an entrepreneur, but he's not. He's so much more.
Yeah, and a lot of, I really believe that, like, certainly a lot of the reasons behind the things that he does and the ideas that he has is to have huge positive change for the people on this planet. Like, that's what he wants to do, is create huge positive change, and that's his drive as an entrepreneur. And I love that, because I sort of think that if that is your drive, if that's your true reason to try and make a product successful or a business successful, then I don't see how that is ever going to be a negative thing on the planet, because he only wants to do good.
Wasn't that the thing he said, that people who start out wanting to make money
always fail? Yeah, if that's the reason why you're doing it, then you're going to fail.
Yeah, but folks who start a company to solve, they're the ones who make all of their monies.
Well, he also said not solve a problem for 1 billion people. If you solve a problem for 1 billion people, then you got a business no matter what you do. you know?
1 billion people.
Just 1 billion, it's not bad. So, sorry, we're giving you a little shout outs. Let's not forget good old Christoph.
Christoph Ashok.
Oh, man, our legend of a camera op.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's a saucy man.
He's actually a friend of Rob's and now a friend of mine, and he's a human.
Great guitarist as well.
He's the best.
All right.
I've not heard him play guitar. Is he good, is he?
He's in a band called the Toilers.
Oh, that's all right. Maybe you tell me this. Yeah.
He's in a couple of bands, but the Toilers is the one that, are constantly badgering me for requests. Because I love them and they're my friends.
Yeah, they are good guys.
But, Chris, and then Pat and Luna and Storm, our editors.
Pat and Luna and Storm, 3 wonderful.
Did a great job.
All super talented.
Going like the Clappers the past few weeks.
Yeah, they are. They have been real champs. It's a lot more work than I realized to edit this stuff.
Lads, I tell you, it was brash and naive of us to make this baby visual.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we got there with the edit and everything. But it's talk about hours.
Well, the thing is, as well, we didn't just chuck up a couple of cameras in the corner and just let it sort of film away, did we? We've done it kind of properly, really.
Yeah.
It's a bit like an Alfred Hitchcock movie sometimes, I tell you. Build tension as the single tracks across our faces.
Yeah.
A different flavour of concern.
That is true, actually.
It is, yeah, there is.
Yeah, so definitely, guys, be kind to us on the production value. I think it's great for what we're doing.
Yeah, it's different.
It's honest. We're being honest here.
Everything else,
and it's homemade. Yeah, we've all done it ourselves. So.
Yeah, and then who did our jingle?
Mr. Tim Digby Bell of Cubicolor. We're a wicked band.
And the noises that you hear on our jingle are the noises of us three making various different animal noises.
Yes. Making jungle noises. Oh, cheeky. All sorts of animal noises. It's a dying joke.
As you have. Oh, the famous bear. I love it.
He's proud of that one, folks.
It's a damn good one.
He learned that.
I'm too proud of it, really. I do it far too often. Scare the hell out of my daughter doing that.
We shall, do please leave reviews if you don't mind.
Yes, definitely.
If you're moved, we'd appreciate it.
And we gave you a little bit of content just off the launch, so that way you guys can all listen and enjoy from the get-go, and then we'll keep feeding it out to you every week.
Week by week, baby.
And, without question, just reviews. Please subscribe on the YouTube. It's a brand new channel. And I guess they have like godless, faithless algorithms on these things that
do.
If you don't jump through their hoops, they don't love you regardless of how nice you are. So you have to like and subscribe to our channel, please, and leave some reviews and comments, and I'll be there answering them all.
Yeah, you'll get to speak to us in some weird format.
It's a nice.
Where would reviews be preferred? Comments on
all
the
over
videos?
the place, man.
Wherever.
They say
on any of the platforms.
I think in Apple, reviews and 5 stars work the best there. That's kind of how their algorithm is actually following. But the more 5-star reviews you get, the more they push your podcast to other people. So 100%.
Apple is the best one for reviews.
Yeah, leave the reviews on Apple and subscribe and just listen and watch the videos on YouTube.
Just watch them, man.
Just watch them.
There's a few people saying about. I mean, I know there's a lot of Aiden fans out there. But Aiden would be a very fun podcast guest.
He would. He'd be great to have on.
Wouldn't he?
Well,
he's got a lot to say.
He might sing,
He might. We might get him on his guitar, on his old guitar. But he's got a lot to say, like, with being an ambassador for, what is it, UNICEF?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it, what's the ambassador he is?
I think he's like a youth ambassador. I think he's one of the youngest ambassadors UNICEF has.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what his role with them is.
I don't know. But I've seen some interviews of him talking very, well informed he is, on certain issues. But I would love to get him on.
He's big on it. Climate change.
Yeah.
Veganism.
Yeah, he's very interested with his veganism, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. We'll definitely get him on. Well, we do.
Yeah, we should get.
We do have another Umbrella co-star on an episode coming up.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Mr. Castaneda.
Mr. David Castaneda will be joining us. That was a great episode. That was really fun.
Really fun. Yeah, he's great. He's great crack.
Yeah, we could chat the legs off.
I think he was genuinely excited when he found out I was from LA and I look Latino.
He was, yeah.
But I'm not Latino. It's just. It's a facade. I'm Japanese.
It's just facade. It's a complete, you think you're getting, it's like a cocktail. You think you're getting one thing, and it's actually that thing.
I give you your burrito, but it's full of raw fish. It's really sushi. Ah!
That sounds nice.
I just didn't see it coming.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Any other standouts for people to look forward to?
Oh, I think all of them sort of stand out.
I'm
really proud of the variety of the podcast.
Yeah,
the chats really stretch in different directions. They go all over.
What is our focus exactly on the podcast on the Earth Locker?
Just sort of spout some good ideas in it, or at least be a speakerphone for some good ideas that have been developed out there that could help the human race not to be so insane and destroy our little planet, our little pale blue dot that we're all a nice part of, but we are destroying it.
I kind of feel like this is a Saturday morning cartoon.
In the name of
the one thing I learned from doing the Earth Locker as well is there's no one way that's right. It's it feels like there's so many different ideas that could be right, and there seems to be a thing where people have an idea where they're like, this is the way, it's all this, and actually. There isn't no right way. It's about being open-minded. The more open-minded you are to the possibility of a few different ways being, having elements that are right, that seems to be the best solution, really. Just being open-minded to other possibilities.
Yeah. I'm going to sound like a smarty pants now, right? You ready? Voltaire said, to live in a state of uncertainty is surely uncomfortable, but to live in a state of certainty is completely absurd.
Absolutely.
It is. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the Earth Locker, you look at other podcast formats, you get a host, and he's the expert, and he's digging in with other experts, and they're speaking expertly about something. That is not this podcast. 100%. We are learning.
We are not experts.
That's why we interview these people.
We're one of you.
The less research I do, the better before the interviews.
Yeah, it's true, because we go, and so who are you? what is it you do again? Are you selling us something?
Yeah.
That would be great. But yeah, that's it. Also, I think the other thing that, you guys took this in the direction, which I thought was fascinating, was that it was as much about us as the guest, and, we kind of...
Yeah, you learn a lot about us in the podcast.
Yeah, we definitely have a bad case of ADD with the three of us together. We can't stay on one topic for long.
No. I don't think there's some subjects we don't even finish. Like we'll be in the middle of, what about that thing?
Yeah.
Hang on, I was still talking about the other thing.
Yeah, so I guess anyone out there listening to the podcast, we drop off of the subject that you are very passionate about, comment, send us a message. We'll pick it up again later.
Yeah. Won't finish it.
Give us topics that you'd love to hear us discuss.
Yeah.
And we maybe get someone who's a bit of an expert on it.
The personality test was a good episode. The three of us doing the Enneagram personality type testing. We all figure out what kind of personality we are based on the Enneagram.
Which is an ancient Greek aptitude test, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's really interesting because you kind of recognize things in yourself that they told you what kind of personality you were like, I am a bit like that.
Yes, I am a bit of what do the Greeks call it? A twat.
Yes.
I am. It's weird. My wife's been telling me that.
Tom was a fascist, and I was...
yeah, exactly.
I was a slacker. It was horrible.
You were a pirate. But yeah, it was nice to just have the three of us on a bit of a waffle without that guest coming muscling in and bullying us.
Ruining our good time.
Making us feel like little kids.
Yeah, we definitely going to talk to a lot more academics, but that is always a very fun dynamic, I must say.
Yeah, the academics.
Because we're just not that.
Roll their eyes.
Yeah, we are 100%, at least definitely I was in school, the kid that the teacher would always be like, could you please settle down? Now, please, Byron, could you? I'm looking at you now. Can you please stop talking?
Yeah.
Byron, could you pay attention?
There was certain guests that that did tell us off a little bit.
Yeah.
Like there was Marion did that, and what's the name of the Daniel? Dan Ketteridge, told Rob off a couple of times.
Yeah, he's great though. I really love what he's doing. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was so good. He did get spicy. Yeah.
there was conflict.
Dr. Momo Bujicic.
Oh, bless him. Yeah, the brain the size of a shed, as Rob so brilliantly put it.
Yeah, he definitely does. Yeah.
Yeah, just the high frequency of information unfolding out of the man.
He actually had an amazing ability to not lose track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really did.
That's a freaking superpower that Momo had.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's unbelievable. Like I've been talking a lot with those guys because I'm writing this book at the minute about sort of what, wellness and different things that you can do to improve health and wellness and stuff. And I've been talking to those guys over at Viome about, the nutritional side of things. And when I talk to Vujicic, oh my God, I'm trying to keep notes and it's ridiculous. Like my little brain can't keep up.
So Momo is a guy who basically created algorithms to analyze our gut flora, right? The bacteria that help us break down our food and turn it into energy.
Yeah, and he's the founder of Viome, which you guys will hear about in the episode on YouTube.
Yes.
And don't forget, please, just to say, there is a little promo code on Viome. If you say Earthlings when you check out and follow the link on the show notes to Viome, there's some fun things we got there. We'll give you a little discount. And
let's stick a little link on the website.
Yep, we'll do that for sure. But Momo and Naveen Jain are two amazing people that we are just really happy to help support and work with.
They're trying to make chronic sickness optional.
Yeah.
Quite literally. Get 25 years ahead of it before inflammation causes.
Through preventative means, through diet and lifestyle choices.
And I love that, if it became institutional and people were given an algorithmic guideline of their own microbiome to avoid all chronic inflammation, then if you go out and you drink and eat stuff that's going to give you gout, then you pay for it. In the health system. Ultimately, if you can give people a surefire guide to keeping themselves healthy. Well, then, you know, but it's hard. I suppose it's hard. It's just not that cut and dried either. Is
No. Well, I think also in the real world, you can't be too much of a zealot about anything, really, because we still have to deal with reality. But we're going to be doing some fun things and really testing the boundaries and see our Spartan-esque resolve and sticking to things. You know, I want to be more like Tom Hopper. You know, when
just get the glasses, man. Just get the glasses. You're there.
You look like John Holmes.
Pre-HIV, okay? Pre-HIV.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Healthy
okay.
John Holmes.
Thank God. You know what else I just remember when you said about trying out stuff? We tried out the Carol bike.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
The new Carol bike, which is a
Cardio.
bike.
Yeah,
what was it? What does it stand for? Cardio.
Orthopedic.
God, we're so good at helping these people.
Basically, it's a bike that uses a computer algorithm, AI, that allows you to get an amazing workout in under 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And we tried it. You'll see. We did an episode where we went and tried it, and it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah. Tom, you're going to get one of them.
Look, my wife here. Look, Laura's just. Look. Hey, Laura. Hey, Laura.
Oh, bless
she's done. Yeah, I know. She's done the nighttime shift, and I've managed to escape the. I've completely taken the piss today. I went out all day, and then I came back. She's had to put the kids to bed while I do this live, and I've not been getting many smiles. I'll be honest.
Are you sleeping in the doghouse tonight?
I might be in the doghouse, but sorry, I've got these glasses on. I reckon I might win her over.
Yeah. Sleep well. Win her over.
Win her over with comedy.
Amanda, my missus won out today because I've been uploading, which takes a shockingly amount of time to upload video online. Yeah. So I can't touch my computer, so I'm literally just running around the house cleaning and doing stuff and putzing around. She's actually in her good graces right now. It's been good, yeah. As opposed to the opposite.
Well, isn't that nice?
It's blasphemous if I have one.
Not an occasion.
Yeah. Guys, amazing. Great. Guys, thank you. Everyone, please.
Yeah, please go.
Our podcast.
Go check out our thing.
Yes, we'd like to know.
Like it. Please leave some reviews and give us honest reviews and leave us comments. Let's make it as good as possible. It's a work in progress.
Yeah. We like it.
We like it. Yeah,
like
even if you don't, we'll probably keep them and just watch them occasionally.
You know.
I'll watch each video 1,000 times.
Yeah. I really liked that thing we did that time, that Earthlocker thing. That was good fun.
Yeah.
No one else liked it. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Tom, I have a little gift I forgot to give you.
Mate.
You was last down. It's a little framed, the three of us having a giggle.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Doing it.
I love it.
Nice, yeah.
I love it. Oh, man, I can't wait to get that. That's amazing.
All right, you guys. Next time.
Go enjoy the podcast, guys.
Enjoy the podcast.
And we'll be doing more of these lives, no doubt, as well.
We shall. Yeah. We must.
Yeah.
God bless.
God bless. Bye.
Mwah.
Adios.
Love you, boys.
Sayonara. Slán go fóill.
What he said.
And he said, yeah.